Hello, you're listening to Stoneforge Radio. I do hope you're enjoying this evening's entertainment. We have another excellent guest for you now, one of the most fearsome warriors of the realm, here to answer your self-defense queries. Right hand to Stoneforge himself, welcome Darcy Hammeraxe.
One of the most. I should pluck her eyeballs out, freeze them, and use them to cool my mead for that. Who is more fearsome? Show me. I'll take them on right now.
Apologies, Chieftain Hammeraxe. Please, continue.
Aya is a dangerous place. Each and every resident of the keep has to be ready to strike down, tear, gut, and kill their way to safety at a moment's notice.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
I'll tell you what's not a good idea, interrupting the most fearsome warrior in the realm. Now, how does this work? Who shall I sacrifice as an example?
No sacrifices necessary, Chieftain Hammeraxe. People will communicate with messenger spells and ask questions that you will answer with your expertise. You see?
We shall see. A sacrifice may be necessary at some point. Very well. What would they like to know?
Oh, here's a messenger spell coming in now.
How can I get these flame rats out of my basement? They keep chewing through my grain sacks, and it's really starting to...
Ugh! Puny vermin! Stamp on them or crush them with your labrys. Next question.
A labrys?
Next question!
Okay, this next question was sent via Messenger Hawk and reads, what product do you use to keep your hair so vivacious and glossy? I just love the bounce and sheen you maintain. It goes on like this for quite a while. Perhaps not a relevant question. I shall move on to the next.
I am the most fearsome and successful warrior this realm has ever seen, and these are the questions asked of me. I should run these imbeciles through and craft a mead cast from their bones. Ask another question like that and you'll be pulverized into oblivion. It's Calafia's Orange Blossom and Glowberry Strength and Shine Elixir.
Okay then, let's see. How about how to defeat a bandit then?
Finally! That's more like it. I'll show you, Jester. Come here.
A demonstration? Is that necessary? It is radio, after all.
First, you destabilize them with a swift, short-arm jab to the gut! Stamp on their toe to hinder their mobility. Then an elbow to the neck, cutting off their air supply. Then hoist them into the air by their pantaloons to humiliate them and cast them down! Maybe this radio sorcery is fun after all.
Let's have some music, please, maestro.
Love the succulent taste of Thunderhog? Hate their deadly electrical currents? Tarquil's Thunderproof Gauntlets will allow you to butcher and enjoy the delicious cuts of juicy hog without the threat of instant death. With patented hog-proof technology and comfortable quilted leather design, you'll be the envy of any banquet, camp stove, or cook-off. Tarquil's Thunderproof Gloves. Enjoy your mane without being slain. Now in hog brown or rose gold.
And now, for everyone's entertainment, we have a literal culinary giant of the realm. Graw, the chef, sharing his masterful knowledge of all things sumptuous here on Stoneforge Radio. This is What's on the Spit. Welcome, Graw.
Greetings and salutations, my puny friend. Today I am delighted to share with the dear residents of the Keep my splendid tips and tricks for finding the finest, freshest ingredients growing naturally in the realm, cooking them to perfection and enjoying them with members of your clan and strangers alike. It also will be my pleasure to impart my knowledge to ensure you can become the perfect host at any shindig, symposium, or tavern brawl. Now, as the first frosts are beginning to lift, what better to celebrate a new harvest than with a fragrant, sweet and flirtatious little globity pie? I find that the globities are best plucked from the loving embrace of their mother branch when the moon is striking the eastern crest of the Three Peaks, as the winter fae has likely fattened her reserves of sweet, sticky nectar. So, tomorrow will be a good time. On to the recipe, then. Oh, the pain! Oh, bloody truffles! Oh, no!
Oh dear, oh, bad truffles. We'll be right back after this. Oh dear.
Traffic updates. An overturned cart is causing major disruptions at the Tavern Junction. Delays expected until dawn or until authorities can awaken a giant to right the cart.
Now we return to What's on the Spit with Graw.
Greetings, beloved peasants, warlocks and maidens alike. For my next recipe, I will divulge my trademark technique for tackling the tricky but oh so succulent beast, the Thunder Hog. Of course, it is a delicacy, as so many have perished trying to hunt them, and many more will die trying. But if you can get your claws on a pre-cut topside of hog from a brave butcher, it really is worth it. My top tip for the preparation of this 3-ladle Gladnock Guide award-winning dish is to acquire some thunderproof gloves. I prefer Tarkwill's brand for comfort and their chic design, but anything that will arrest the surge of electricity from popping their wearer's heart like a pine needle in a fire will do. Now, what is that repugnant odor? Oh, it's terrible, ghastly.
What a terrible stench.
I unleashed a level 2 stench spell. That's what you get for treading on my truffles, you clumsy elf.
Oh dear. Open a cave window. Let's have some music. Maestro.
When my wife comes home after a long day of crushing skulls with her bare hands, she spends hours down at the river washing the blood off of her. By the time she's back, she's too tired to play the lute or even the hoof organ. There must be a better way. There is. At Calathea's Fine Soap Emporium, we have a product for your every need. Bloodstains? Our handmade artisan pine-scented soap is guaranteed to wash off even the toughest gore, leaving your hands clean, soft, and ready for another day of bloodshed and murder. And for the boar herders out there, Calathea's Orange Blossom and Glowberry soap will remove up to 99% of all animal-based fecal matter. Say no more to burning your clothes after a day in the dung pits. Calathea's Fine Soap Emporium. If you can stink of it, we can think of it.
Can the owner of a dapple grey shirehorse please move it? It is currently obstructing the doorway of a dwarven homestead. Apology to Grimdock clan for any inconvenience caused.
Welcome to Stoneforge Radio. It is time for us all to gather and lend our ears to one of the realm's most distinguished sorcerers and beloved innkeeper at Stoneforge Tavern. Here is Barmlar the Wise with Tales of the Past.
Out of the way, Jester. Move aside and make some space. And look out for Truffles. It's almost his birthday. Come along, Truffles. You're a good little fellow, aren't you? Oh, yes, you are.
Barmlar?
Quiet at once! Yeah, there. That's better. Now, what am I doing in this wretched cave? Ah, yes, tales of the past. I suppose you want to hear of magic. Magic. I'll tell you what's magic. Getting vomit stains off a 2,000-year-old oaken floor. You wouldn't believe how much bile comes out of a gnome. What? What does that sign say, Squire? Ah, yes, magic. I suppose you want to hear of my famous victory over that pompous blowhard Cerlax in the warlock duel of Mount Lubban. Well, I was a younger mage then, full of vim and vigour, and eager to prove myself, and the only thing obstructing me was that arrogant pontificating old weasel Cerlax. Now, even at the time, my goat-to-human voice transmogrification spell was catching the attention of all of Aya, even in the Arcane College. A few flicks of my wand and I'd have a goat singing like a heavenly sprite. Well, of course Cerlax was jealous, because he'd barely get a note out of a thunderhog. Still trying to fool people with his loin-fire curse and subsequent cursed cure spells and eternal kiss potions. And sure enough, predictable as the old chap that he is, he challenged me to a duel atop the famous mage's cairn of Mount Lubban, hoping to prove himself as a great sorcerer of all of Aya. The day of the duel came, and I could sense his fear, shaking like a leaf he was. What's that, Truffles? What is it, chap? You need to go potty? Here, you just beat up old sock.
My hat! Oh no, Truffles! Blast you!
Oh, good tap, Truffles. Where was I? Ah, yes, the duel. Well, he took me by surprise and cast the first spell, causing my pantaloons to hit the floor first. But I wasn't giving up without a fight. Gathering up my wand, I sent his robe flying, as if a terrible wind had struck him. As for his pantaloons, let's just say there were 2 moons on the show atop Mount Lubban that night.
Barmlar, you old snipe! Curse you and your lying tongue! My pantaloons stayed well and truly fastened, and the only reason you had my robe off was an illegal wand usage, and you know it!
Cerlax, you old fart! Get off my radio show! This is my talk, not yours. If the realm wanted to hear how to make their pig herder their wife, they'd have asked you to speak. I'm surprised you figured out a signal jamming spell from down there in your mud hut.
Dare you? No one talks of mighty Cerelax like that and gets away with it. That's enough! That's enough! Barmlar, Cerelax, please, can we just take this?
Oh, no, my groin. Ow, music, now, my loins. Cerelax, please. Music, maestro.
Traffic updates. Slight delays expected on both sides of the Gwilbar Bridge as Keep officials tried to displace a considerable tailback of swamp geese. Any pedestrians in the area are discouraged from feeding and or petting the geese.